going on YouTube? It's ReconRanger007 here, again for another video on Tom Clancy's Wildlands, Ghost Recon. I got a couple messages the other day on my Twitter asking me why I have, I guess, this game on my channel when on my description it says I do first-person shooters such as like Call of Duty and Destiny and stuff like that. The answer to that question is I've always been a big fan of Tom Clancy's video games that he has came out with, regardless of what it be Rainbow Six, Splinter Cell, Ghost Recon, all those games that he's ever brought out in reference to his books. I've always been a big fan of. So doing games like this to me is kind of nostalgic. It kind of brings back memories of like playing the old school games at times. But to play these games such as Tom Clancy Ghost Recon Wildlands, if you get into the whole aspect of it, it's strategic. You have to actually think about what you're doing. And personally, me, I was speaking as a former combat veteran of the United States Army. You know, to me, it's kind of like it tests my skill to see if I can still do what I used to do and still think strategically to move around and take out enemies without being spotted, without being, you know, compromised in such of a mission. It is sort of a first-person shooter, as you can see. I can aim down my sights, you know, and stuff like that. So it does kind of fit the criteria of a FPS game. But to all my viewers, to let them know why I play this game when most of my videos are COD or either Destiny or some other first-person shooter that comes out, you know, that I might have the interest of playing. That's the reason behind it. It's the strategic thinking behind it. Like if you think about playing Call of Duty and you're playing Search and Destroy, it's strategic. You have to
make cocoa paste. Hard? No, not at all. Basically,
like you have to actually think about, you know, especially if you're like their last man alive, you know, in Search and Destroy, you have to think about where the bomb's gonna be planted at, what the enemy players are gonna do. You gotta hope that your shots are accurate and make sure that they're there, you know. You have to think all those in your head. In this game, it's sort of kind of heightened because you have more enemies. The AI, granted it's AI and it's not an actual person playing on the other end, you know, and the other person might be able more, you know, relative or me more, I guess attentive or whatever you want to, word you want to use for it, but the thing about it is, in this game, you have so much you can do. It's almost like GTA. Alright, you can fly anywhere. I can get a helicopter. I can fly all the way around. But the terrain and the settings for the game, it makes it a challenge to get shots. And the fact that you don't really have a lot of health. Like, it's pretty much almost like real life, you know? Like, a couple bullets will take you down. Especially when you're playing on harder difficulties, which I am playing on the advanced difficulty. There's only one more difficulty higher than that. The only reason why I'm not on the highest difficulty is because I haven't beat this game yet. I played a little bit into it on another save slot, but I figured that I would start over from fresh. That's why I'm doing it right here. We're on this episode right here, episode 5 for ITACUA, which is the first area region that you come into. But the game itself, if you watch my videos on it, it's a good buy. It's something relaxing, something to take your mind off of stuff, but at the same time, it's again, like I say, it's strategic. It makes you think. You know, how am I going to get in there and get the intel that I need without being spotted, without, you know, any of my teammates going down? How do I utilize my other 3 players to my advantage by giving them commands to take out a mass number of soldiers and a mass number of people? Like, as you can see, that helicopter's in the air. I might need to drop down because obviously it could spot me.
Bird approaching. Stay down.
In this game, you have 2 different types of people. You have the Santa Blanca cartels, which are kind of like your basic, you know, drug cartel people, you know, gangsters, you know, basically thugs, you know, militia type deal. But then you have the, what the heck you call them? I forgot the name of them now. I just had it on the tip of my tongue. I hate when that happens, actually. We'll go over here to factions. Right here, you need to add forces. Alright. They're part of a Bolivian army. They're like, they're basically kind of like a SWAT team. Like a humongous SWAT team. And that's the ones you want to kind of avoid. There is some things in the game that you're going to have to do. You're going to have to, per se, you know, go into the line of fire to them to get intel or get things throughout the game. But that's the 2 factions that you have to worry about. Now, as you can see, over there is really where the main story mission is. But this game is not all about just going to the mission over there and doing it, you know, and just going through the game. You have to strategically do side missions and stuff like that to build your team up to where, you know, you're basically like a powerhouse. You need, like, any military guy would know that, or tell you that your team is only good as your greatest assets. All right, that's why the Army and the U.S. forces are so strong, because we all knit together, you know, and come up as one team. The Army backs up the Marines, the Navy backs up the Marines, the Navy backs up the Army. We all back up, you know, the Air Force, you know, so forth and so on, you know. And that's what you have to do in this game. And you have to think about what you need at the present time for each mission and what to call for. As you can see, that's my wheel of support. I have Rebel support, and then I have my commands for Ghost Squad, which is with me. And I can choose all those. And at any certain time, you need to know what you can do. Alright? So that's where it's strategic. And it takes a little bit of thought process into it to get the mission done. But we're going to go ahead and start with a video. I'm gonna cut short on this commentary. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe. And YouTube. Talk to you later.
I'll drive.
Should have a PSYOP unit down here, don't you think? Or MISO, or whatever they're called now. Shit, there might be one here already for all we know. Bowman plays her cards close to the chest.
You don't think Bowman's got other operators out here?
You think the activity's just a bunch of chair-borne rangers? They might not be throwing lead, but somebody else is out here. Drone is airborne. Got another tango. Tango number 3. Stay there.
Copy that. We got a Sicario. Right by that stack of tires. Okay, we're cool.
Hey, I found a Santa Blanca medal. This'll make a nice souvenir.
Okay, we're still alright.
And baby makes 3. I've got eyes on the captain.
Relax, we're still good.
Clear on this side.
We'll leave a marker so the rebels can pick up these supplies later.
You call that unit cohesion? Let's close
Radio
ranks.
Santa Blanca con DJ Perico. Oh yeah.
Hold your position.
Roger that.
Marking a captain. We got a tango with multiple civilians around. Marking a hostile. He's close to some locals.
Poke the hornet's nest.
We done? Shit, kinda got all excited there.
Enemy activity. Stay sharp. We got a grunt all by his lonesome. Over by the docks.
Got another tango.
You fuckers trying to lose me? Closing ranks. All right, I'm in.
Heads up, hostile presence.
They're on alert.
Hey, leave him alone already.
Silencio. Marche. Buckle up, people.
So there's this Army Ranger on leave out in my neck of the woods, and he decided he wanted to get himself a pair of alligator boots. But you know, we're talking a Ranger here. He wasn't going to go to no shoe store. No, he gets himself a knife and heads out to the bayou to get him a gator and make some boots for himself. So he gets off the highway and heads back into the country and finds a little old bait shop near the edge of the swamp. He asks the man where he can find himself a gator, and the man gives him directions into the bayou.
This doesn't end with banjo music, does it?
Just let me tell the story, okay? Anyway,
All right, let's roll.
The guy at the bait shop says, "Look here, while you're out there, keep an eye out for these 2 Marines I sent in a couple days ago. They were after gator boots too, and they should have been back by now." Ranger says he'll keep an eye out for him, and heads into the bayou. He follows the man's directions and heads way out into the swamp. When he gets to where he's going, sure enough, he sees these 2 Marines standing up to their waist in the water. Over on the shore nearby, there's like 20 dead gators in the mud. Now, as the Ranger watches a gator swim up to the Marines...
Just spotted one with submachine guns. a target carrying submachine guns is spotting another tango. I got a third. I've got eyes on a captain. Here's target number 5. Stay there.
Copy that.
Lo que daría por unos tacos de cochinita con cebollita, limón.
Down. They're gonna see you.
Back it up, back it up.
A huevo cantaremos al ritmo de la banda por creído y pendejo. Después de echarse 14, tanto siconeo y una bala perdida dentro.
Fucker knows somebody's gunning for him now.
Ya van a empezar a pelear o van a seguir con sus mamadas.
Oh, that was messy as shit.
Rally on me.
Roger that.
I got it. I'll fly. Hold your position.
I copy. Hostiles in the area. Stay frosty. I got one narco. There, at the checkpoint.
The drone is up. Sniper out there. I got a third target.
Enemy spotted.
He makes 5.
Muero por un cartón de cheves.
I'm moving
Target's
to
marked.
position.
Just say the word. Let me get into position.
I've got the target.
Tangos are marked. What's the word? He's down. Okay, we're still good.
All good, all clear.
Drifting too far apart. Moving back.
got to be some intel we can dig up around here.
Check it out. Weapons case.
Hey, we got a narco with a submachine gun.
Drone is airborne. Shit. The lieutenant's trying to escape.
Here they come. What's the play, boss?
¡Se quedan por aquí, cabrones! ¡Se escondan, marica! ¡No se escondan, cobarde! Aquí andan esos putos. ¡Órale, putos! ¿Qué cuento hasta 3?
I've been wanting one of these.
En la cara, mijo. Sé que están aquí.
I have a shot. Engage. Get the hell out of there.
You with me, man? I'll be right there.
Fuck took you so long?
Target down.
Ya valió verga.
Vámonos, pues. ¡Córrele, cabrones! ¡Nos vemos, señor!
Guys ready? Fire.
Huh.
There's an Air Force colonel and a Delta operator sitting next to each other on a flight out of King Khalid.
Is this the one where the Delta operator skins the Air Force colonel and wears him like a suit?
What? No, different story.
Oh man, I love that one.
Anyway, they're both headed back home after a long deployment. The Delta guy's been out in the desert doing, Delta stuff, and he just wants to rack out for a while. But the Air Force colonel, he's on, like, his 8th espresso, and he's feeling chatty. So the colonel says, hey, you want to play a game to pass the time? It's a great game, you'll love it. Here's how it works. I ask you a question. If you can't answer it, you pay me $5. Then you get to ask me a question. If I can't answer it, I pay you $500. The Delta guy sighs and thinks it over. Go ahead, he says. The colonel grins, What's the distance between Earth and Neptune, he says. The Delta operator thinks a minute. Finally, he frowns and reaches into his pocket and hands over $5. The Air Force guy, he grins. He figures he's going to take this Delta guy for all he's worth. Your turn. The operator looks him in the eye. He says, what goes up a hill on 4 legs but comes down again on 3? Then he lowers his head and he goes back to sleep. The colonel thinks and thinks. He gets out his smartphone and scours the internet for answers, but he can't find it. He calls up his buddies back in Saudi and asks them for help, but they can't find the answer either. Finally, the colonel admits defeat, pulls out $500, wakes up the Delta guy, and hands the money over. The operator pockets the money without a word and closes his eyes again. But the colonel just can't let it go. He wakes the Delta guy up. He says, I gotta know. What goes up a hill on 4 legs but comes down again on 3? The Delta guy stares at the colonel for a second. Then he reaches in his pocket, hands the colonel $5, and goes back to sleep.
Look alive, we got company.
Watch for civilians. We don't want to kill somebody by mistake.
The drone is up. We spotted one with submachine guns. see a second target. Stay there.
Copy.
A target carrying submachine guns. Here's target number 5. Spotted one with submachine guns.
Get back before they make you.
This is Nidia Flores. If you're a Jonah like I am, your entire life people have called you bossy, Madonna. For me, my mother was the first person to call me Madonna. Then it was the other niños at school. As I got older, it was boyfriends, co-workers, and let's be honest, my mother has never stopped calling me Madonna. People say it's because they expect a woman to be pleasant and sweet. O sea, there are even some women out there, successful women, who want to ban the actual word bossy. But people who are satisfied being pleasant, who don't act bossy, even if they don't like the word, they don't get what they fucking want. They don't make millions of dollars a month shipping products all over the world. They don't have a hacienda or hundreds of sicarios ready to die for them. Chicas, be mandonas, be bossy. If you're una cohibida and you're not una cabrona, you will never be a fucking boss.
¿Qué fue eso?
Espabilen, raza. Aquí hay... Fuck, he heard the shot. Unidad forces are attacking Rebels.
Keep it quiet.
What do
They
you want
know
to
we're
do?
here. The LT's making a run for it.
Got some rebels trading shots with the cartel. We want to back them up.
Unit that other cartel.
Eyes on the tango. Got a lot of background.
We've got problems.
Fucking hell.
Unidad.
Take cover!
Avisamos que los refuerzos ya vienen en camino. Únanse a ellos y destruyan al enemigo. Enviado refuerzos a su posición. Acaben con el enemigo.
Grenade! Watch out!
Tenemos armas en guerra y no sabemos cuántos son. Ya vienen.
Open fire.
Get the fuck down.
Heads up. Santa Blanca's out in force.
God damn it, the cartel sent reinforcements. That guy's a sweet kill. Unidad's firing on the cartel. Target eliminated.
Frag out.
A todas las unidades, diríjanse hacia el origen de esa explosión. Fuerzas enemigas probablemente en el área.
Enemy down.
Got no tangos on my radar.
posición conocida del enemigo. Comenzando búsqueda ahora. Indica que no hay
Nada que reportar por el
Todas las
momento.
unidades
Continuamos
pueden
con la
retirarse.
búsqueda de los enemigos. El enemigo ha retrocedido. Todas las unidades regresen a su patrullaje normal.
We're clear.
Déjenos en paz, carajo. ¿Ahora qué? ¿Me van a matar?
Rally up, people.
Moving.
I'll pilot. Got another tango. I got a third. Marking a
Roger.
captain.
Let me get in position. I need a better position.
Roger. Target acquired.
Target marked. That guy's history. Clear.
Get to the next antenna. Clock's ticking. We probably used up half our time. Keep moving.
those cartel comms ought to give the rebels some more balls.
A senior rebel leader named Amar...
Kumpas, this is Pat Katari. Because of your victories, my men are starting to have hope again.
Good morale makes a stronger soldier.
Yes, hope makes men fight. But our fight will need more than sentiment if we are to succeed.
Don't worry, Pac. This party's just getting started. Nomad out. Deploying drone. Spotting another tango. I got a third target. Got eyes on the target. Let's move.
Yo, Sicario with a submachine gun. Over by the crate of comm gear.
Don't want to spook the target. Switch to suppressors. That makes 5.
Getting a position. Let me find a good position. Target acquired. Standing by. Target acquired. They're gonna make you. Back up.
Hay algo. Oyen o no.
¿Y eso? ¿Qué pedo? ¿Ya llegarán las tortas?
No, que parecen gallinas.
¿Hay algo? No es nada. Todo bien. ¿Qué? Ahora eso es.
Tranquilo, no fue nada.
Watch your fire. I'm shooting these fuckers. That tango's down. We're good. We're good.
Sueño. The Sicarios have found the escaped prisoner in the village of Culta. What a wonderful name for a town. They were protecting him? See. The village is known to Unidad as a haven for rebels. Why do these rebels even bother? Kill them all. The whole village. Visit divine wrath upon Culta. And wipe it off the face of the earth. Claro. Al rato.
Rally on me. I see a second target. I got a target carrying submachine guns.
Easy. Camine. Pinche cabrón.
All right, breathe easy.
Está bien, ganaron.
Here's the deal, asshole. You answer my questions, or I put a bullet in your gut and leave you to die in your own shit. ¿No entiendes?
Chill the fuck out, cabrón. What do you want?
Amaru, where can I find him?
You serious? That's what this is about? Sure thing. He's at Atoya Farm. Go on. Then you can see what we do to people who fuck with us. People like you.
Está bien, me rindo.
We need to get this done in a hurry. Amaru's an old man. He's not gonna last long under torture.
Shit, if they've been working on him for a while, there's a good chance he's already dead.
Maybe, maybe not. Amaru's a major player in the rebel movement. The cartel will keep him alive as long as they can to find out what he knows.
We can't afford to take any chances. There's too much riding on this. Let's move.
We're cool, we're cool.
Let's get moving. The cartel isn't gonna wait around for us to track down and rescue Amaru. I got it. I'll fly.
You really ought to let me drive. Two Sicarios in front of the barn.
Drone is airborne. Tango number 3. He makes 5. Target marked. Keep an eye on your background. Hold your position.
Roger. Up on a Toyo farm. Remember, a lot of these Sicarios are ex-military.
ID your targets. If Amaru gets killed by a stray round, Operation Kingslayer will be dead in the water before it even starts. Let's go.
Okay, we're still all right. Get down before they see you.
Sé que alguien me escucha, cabrones. Sé que están ahí. Así que escuchen bien. El yo no perdona. Alguien ayúdeme a salir de aquí.
Okay, we're cool.
¿Qué pensará mi familia? ¿Se acordará de mí? ¿Creerán que he muerto? Haría lo que fuera por hablar con
Are you
ellos.
Amaru? What's left of him anyway? Come on, we're getting you out of here. Rally up, people.
Copy that. Hold on.
Where are you taking me? Back to your friends. Entonces, Pacatari has made his deal with the malditos extranjeros, the young fool. Take it up with him, senor. This is it.
Hold on. Come up.
Are you hurt? Santa Blanca is not the most gracious of hosts. These ITACUAs, these demons, they got questioning me. Let us say, their talk of love was enough to make me vomit. But their methods were not...
Were their names Yuri and Polito?
Sí, Yuri Polito.
These are the fucks that tortured Ricky Sandoval while Sueño questioned him. I want them bad.
We only saw run-of-the-mill Sicarios when we freed Amaru.
But I haven't seen Yuri and Polito in at least 3 days, maybe 4. I don't know where they are now.
We need more intel.
We'll search every village and camp until we find something.
Somebody's gotta know something. Gather documents, hack computers, interrogate hostile lieutenants, talk to civvies, whatever it takes.
We'll turn over every rock.
What's going on, GTA Killer? Appreciate for the views, man. As far as teaming up, man, I'm just doing a broadcast walkthrough on the actual gameplay for Wildlands. Some people might not know exactly where to go and
That's the
how
rundown on
to
Yuri and El Polito.
pretty much just go through every aspect of, you know,
Chain of command. Guy in charge
secretly getting into bases, methods on taking them down, you know, going from outside in, that type of stuff. Doing tactical insertions, stuff like that.
Now. We want Sueño, we gotta work our way up the hierarchy. First targets are Yuri and Polito.
But you're welcome to add me though, man, and next time that I'm on, I'll play with you. But I appreciate for the views, man. Don't forget to like and subscribe my videos, man, if you get a chance to, or if you enjoy the video content.
I'll pilot.
Nomad, I've got Pacatari on the line. Sounds like he needs our help.
Put him through.
Hola, compadre. I have a problem in ITACUA, and Bowman says you may be able to help. My people need help. There have been many losses to the cartel, and the horrors inflicted by Yuri Polito have broken their spirit. The fires of revolution have almost gone out.
Spare me the rhetoric, Atari. Just tell me what you need.
There is a cartel supply convoy passing through the province soon. Capturing it would give my people much-needed supplies and restore their morale. Can you do this?
Consider it done.
We're taking orders from Pac.